I think... Oh wait, I did not check to see if I needed to add anything in the... I have to go... I'm on my laptop, so we're in like bad audio quality. All right. I have definitely played on this computer. Yep. What the heck? Okay, we're here. Wherein is told the tale of Cassetti's filial impiety and the tragic nature of the lyrics. I know what a chain battle is. How many? We only have 4 leveled up charge IDs, so let's just use the regular team.
말뚝을 쑤셔넣어. 소재가 준비됐소?
출발합니다.
Then you can also
소재가
be it.
준비됐소?
We've got W Honglu for next chapter.
빨리 시작하시죠.
I'm going to increase the size of my chat box so I can actually read chat. There we go. We finally found a moment of respite from blood fiends. I looked toward Don Quixote for a moment before turning to Faust. Oh my god, Dante turned into Faust? What trickery is this? I had to know the answer to this question before moving forward. Faust knows why, doesn't she? Why? What caused Don Quixote to transform back then?
네,
Yes.
여기까지 온 이상
I suppose there is no reason for this
말씀드리지 않을
information to
이유가
remain
없겠네요.
classified from you any longer, now that we are here.
혈비에게
For
피를
blood
거스르는
fiends, going
태도는
against the
금.
bloodstream is akin to a taboo.
그때 카세티는
Back on the warp
Don
train,
Quixote를
Cassetti
관습으로
attempted to turn
만들려고
Don
했습니다.
Quixote into his kindred. In other
하위
words, a
권속을
lower blood fiend attempted to
상위
turn
권속을
a higher blood
권속으로
fiend.
삼으려 했죠.
Didn't Moses say that there's a psychological barrier that makes it practically impossible for them to do that?
로시난테 때문입니다.
Yet there was a variable then, by the name of Rocinante. As long as Rocinante
피를
remains
향한
on her
욕망을
feet,
제외한
Don
혈기로서의
Quixote
특성과
loses all
힘은
characteristics and
모두
powers
잃습니다.
of a blood fiend, save for her desire for blood. Wait. I was like, okay, it's like now she doesn't need to drink blood. She does? Really? Truly?
그러다가
Then, when Rocinante sensed that Cassetti had broken the blood fiend taboo, they slipped off on their own from Don Quixote.
혈기로서의
And
본성을
Don
되찾은
Quixote, her
돈
nature as
quijote
blood fiend returned, must have felt a strong level of instinctual revulsion and fury against Cassetti, who attempted to break the taboo.
유독 강렬한
That would
공격성을
explain her
보였던
high level of aggression at the time.
그때문이었을 겁니다.
Then, come on, where's the end of this line?
불만을 중얼거릴
There is
시간은
no
없다.
time to gripe. Clear the path ahead so that our executive manager won't have to suffer these monsters.
더 질문하지
Will you
않으시나요?
not inquire further? No. Of course, I had a whole mountain of questions to ask her. But the answer to those questions did not lie with Fast. Because what matters now is that we keep forging onward. saunter so many tasty morsels for us. Is it tears? Man, things are going great. Happiest place on earth. The lyrics are, yes, getting increasingly depressing. Oh, and now we're going to do battle. What Faust said, I pretty much had theorized that. Wait, and then this is a Blood Fiend. And also has Whipper. Okay, I was just checking. Man, I did not have really any options. It gave me 2 of the same skill.
이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게 싸움인 법이지.
대가리 딱 떼고. 으타! 더 먹어 치워라.
Okay. I was talking with someone earlier in a Discord where I'm like one of very few people who actually play this game. And they were asking for advice on the upcoming battle, and I was like, I haven't done that yet.
하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게 싸움인 법이지.
So yeah, I haven't done it yet. So they were having trouble with it, so it seems like it could be a real tricky boss fight. But I don't know, this team seems to be really good. Really strong, but who knows? How much coffin do we have now?
어? 방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 눈에 바로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
9. Okay, I finally have enough. I was like, oh no, he still has a bunch of bleed. No, that's... Sorry, I had problems on Tuesday. But we're back. I apologize for missing the schedule. Yeah. I am... just because of the fact that I'm on break, my schedule got all fucky lucky. So I could not, actually, I couldn't play. Or it's like I got like done with the thing that the conflict was with, like the thing that was causing the schedule conflict. I got done with that at like 12, and I was just I did not have the energy to actually play. So that was, oh dear. He is getting those really big attack weights. Yeah. I think this is the first level we've done. Oh, that was meaty. Oh. It was just them talking. I did see that there was achievements, and I was like, these seem very hard. Also, like, they released the, like, 10 level mirror dungeon or something. And I just didn't, because the original is 5 levels, and I got to the 6th level, and the 6th level boss was... Oh, someone just followed. I probably? But it's not showing up. Alright, let me go look, open Twitch to see if what just happened. Thank you. Saliu 0603 for the follow. Yeah. Yeah, but I got my bones got claimed. I just, like, without thinking, picked the bone claimer pack and just got absolutely owned. But yeah, it was just not in the cards, or it might have been in the cards, but my team isn't very good. And this is like, that's beating level 10 is like supposed to actually be very difficult. Unless maybe my team is good. It's somehow. There's no synergy here. In fact, this entire team consists of anti-synergy, which is really fun. Yeah, the one that, like, maxes out your SP every turn. That one's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not very good for my team. Yeah. For charge, it's not that hard to get the really good ones. Or at least I haven't had. Because it's like the one that requires specific fusion gifts is actually, like, terrible. So, like, you don't need to make it, and the good ones are the ones that don't require anything special. Yeah. Yeah. Where it's like, the power from all the charge gifts is mostly just you get charge, so you get to spam your skill 3s. Yeah, I did see some videos online of people with just the, like, big giant health bars from the floor 10 bosses, which is fun. I didn't realize what the point of Tremor was until recently. But then I realized that, it's like, sure, in most combats, the Tremor raising the burst raising the stagger threshold doesn't matter. But then I with the really big health pools in mirror dungeons, I realized, oh, it's because so you can get multiple staggers. Because, yeah.
대가리 딱 떼도
Only one stagger, usually not enough. Okay, well, I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, I just have to hope and pray that there's no friendly fire because I cannot edit the thing because I'm at home on a different computer that doesn't have my layout.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
But like all the strength in charge and mirror dungeons is you just go use your skill 3s over and over again.
갈까?
완벽한 한방에
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently I heard people still use Magic Bullet Otis in burn teams. And I thought about it for a second. I'm like, there's no way this unit is ancient. But then I remembered, oh wait, the Dark Flame is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. In long battles with lots of like little tiny enemies, Magic Bullet Otis kind of goes crazy. Oh, right. So with the Dark Flame, that's 1 billion damage. That makes sense.
듀라디아, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다. 불길 속으로.
A new banner. I don't know if I've looked at that one. No, have I? It's whatever the most recent one is. Let me look.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니.
Also, I want to look. Did I already use my tickets? I guess I did. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll do this one. So there was a you can pull any from season 2. I just didn't have it at the time we talked. 2 of them, even. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
이번 야간 자율 학습은 누구도 빠지지 않았군. 휘발된
That's 2 new ones. Now I have to go in here. I might update this eventually. I do enjoy my current one. There we go. Yeah, it is if I plan to put together a La Mancha Land team, that's pretty good. I guess maybe I could like up tie this at some point for the passive. I don't know what your passive does. That doesn't actually even help a charge team. You suck. Yeah. Anyway, earlier I was in I'm in a Discord with some people, and I'm like one of the people who plays Limbus Company. And someone was like, I'm really having trouble with the Blood Fiend trio fight, which I am assuming is like you fight all the area bosses all at once. And I was like, I have not done that one yet, but the Blood Fiend Hunters and the La Mancha Land IDs have some stuff that can help. And I was like, I'm making Clever proud. I actually remember all the things you told me. Hilo, the parade must be near. The song changes once again. This looks like a Happy Kingdom if I've ever seen it. The lighting is definitely giving me that like nice wholesome feel, if you know what I'm saying. Receive Dulcinea. Underneath the garish, violent parasol. Violet parasol. Well. It could. I'm assuming it's about to get violent. And under her feet squirmed someone, slowly dying, ensnared in this bizarre spectacle. Yeah. This is. You say. I was like, no, that doesn't look like a Furby, but it does give a little bit of a Furby vibe. You're correct. It's that Blood Fiend hunter we met back at the empty line. Even the hunters? Hark! Cease thy villainy this instant! The Blood Fiend leading the parade in a beautiful, extravagant dress. She quietly regarded us from behind her mask, from under her parasol. Then speak. Why must we stop? 'Tis a question with an answer most simple and obvious. It's a parade float, Clever. What do you mean? It's not. Aren't all parade floats like giant fucked up monsters? They got one of Pikachu. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's just like Pikachu, Clever. It's just like Pikachu. We are come to rain destruction upon this den of villainy, La Mancha Land. Thus speak plainly of thy founder's whereabouts and accept thy rightful punishment. I see. So you're still playing that childish make-believe? 'Tis no make-believe. 'Tis a part of mine hallowed adventures. Oh, your eyes. I've always hated them. That look of arrogant disinterest as though nothing before you is worth your concern. As though you were not a part of the world, only a detached observer. Long did I wonder to see when your eyes would twinkle so vividly again. And now that I finally see them, I find myself hating them still. Still as foul, revolting, and hateful, for all that glimmer. Every day we paraded in a circle, in the very same route, with the same very heart, whatever, wishing for a new day to begin. Though in Cassetti, who played the prince of the parade, has left us to build his own kingdom. A lone princess should be enough to rouse our guests. Was it you who hypnotized people with this music? Wrong question, because I was also charmed by an illusion. All it seemed to mistake that I am the mistress of this parade, that I lead the path only because I stand at the forefront of it. Because I am Dulcinea, the most beautiful, the most noble, I was given the role of the carnival's lady. I do not lead it, but I am another attraction of the parade. Huh, I see now. This is a parade of broken things, biting one after another. Another in a cycle of infinity. Do you see now? That La Mancha land is where we relive our beginnings and ends. Because it was said that amusement parks have no place for what isn't happy. Fated to repeat our beginnings and ends ad infinitum. The times when we were still happy, when we were still us. Because only then shall our memories become tainted by happiness. The fixers who were assigned to this area, they're all dead then? Funny, isn't it? The other fixer who is assigned to the same area as us stabbed us in the back and doomed us all? How pathetic, all that posturing just to die here from some knife in my back. Dead? No, they have but joined the parade, for they were not worthy to have a part in our ending. Humans devoured and driven by hatred, seeking no betterment nor happiness. No other purpose or direction in life other than to slaughter as many of us as possible. Yeah, they're probably like, the peak is like Cassetti, even though Cassetti's like, what did he say, 7th generation? So they're like, surely we're experts. No. That's like, damn. I'm really good at killing vampires in the world of darkness, and then you beat Cain and you get instantly obliterated. Yeah. So we're pretty good at killing blood fiends. So hideous, it's so pitiful. I mean, here's the thing, is that you don't have any experience other than that because you're like a freaky, fucked up monster. We had only wished to relive our memories. I can hardly contain my disgust at thine excuses. Don Quixote boisterously cut through Dulcinea's despondent musings. We need not mire ourselves in discussions of worthiness to bring thy deserved judgment. Man, I mean, come on. All these blood fiends seem depressed. I feel like Don Quixote and Dulcinea are on the same page here. It's like, oh, it's so boring, everything sucks, and Don Quixote says, then die, fiend! Blood fiends, from what I have heard, it is said that thy kind slay humans and commit all kinds of depraved, heinous immoralities just for a drop of blood. All that for a drop of blood. Ah, sorry. Is that all there is to it? For so paltry a reason? For something so puerile, so insignificant and trivial? How darest thou seek to deprive humans of their right to live for such trifling gluttony? Dulcinea remains silent. She looks away into the distance, staring into the times of the far past, then closes her eyes. Now that I muse upon it, perhaps this feeling of mine toward you is envy. You have everything we've ever wanted, just for claiming that name as your own. Those twinkling innocent eyes, I hate them still. And now we fight, and then they kiss, and then they fight. Oh, and then they fight. Okay, you have some sort of shield. Ooh, it's not 1,000,000,000% shield, but you have a lot of HP. Okay, so that's not bad. That seems pretty easy, actually. Ah, okay. So clashing those... Ah, okay. So it's... She sits there as sort of like a support role until the end, once she's out of... Yeah. So I'm probably just gonna focus down this minion, so that way the buffs actually don't matter. Yeah. Oh no, wait, I have to clash a whole bunch of abilities. I forgot about that. Wah, I have to actually do my job. Let me clash this. We can throw the rest of these here, I believe. We do that, and it's fun. We can clash the clash. Oh my god. It's the battle of the century. I really want to see what happens when this... It's basically the same skill.
불길 속으로.
Oh, we love rolling heads. It's fine. I think unbreakable coins are really cool. It's just an attack with a counter stapled on. Oh, the ads are here. I don't even have the away screen. I also don't have the chat on screen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I am playing it like a weird aspect ratio. Yeah, I can, since I'm playing a weird, like, aspect ratio, I can get in real close.
구해주지 않을 테니.
I only need to attack this. Is he not on horse? Yeah, he's on horse already. And then we can go here. I think that's everything?
대가리 딱 떼도.
속에서
Yeah, Heathcliff is really the mean killer guy. No, what happens if she dies? Is that a lose condition? Man, minus coins are crazy. Ah, she flees. Just using a different animation. I got it. Let's go, Ryushu. Oh my god. Alright, so we can throw this lament here. Ah, so she has one shield for each minion. Okay. Can we clash this? Let's clash that. And then we still need a little bit more pride. Oh, we can just clash this with Mind Whip. No, wait, we can just use teleport, because I do... No, we can't use teleport. I hate you. My god. Throw this here for now. Oh dear. Yeah, who has an ego that's fast enough that's not Heathcliff? I would like to use... Let's use you there. And then you can ego the big attack. There we go. And Lament goes there. And then... throw you there, and I think that's everything.
대가리 딱 떼도.
Sinclair might lose that. Okay. So we did lose Don's attack, but that's fine.
무불아위.
방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 눈에 바로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
It is as you say. This really is a magic bullet that never misses. Oh boy, this Dulcinea seems like in the combined battle that this is gonna be like the annoying asshole one. I'll buy Sinclair. Oh wait, that one's staggered, right? You can't. I would like to get back on the horse, if you don't mind. That, I think if we flip heads, that kills? Wait, who else? Oh, okay. So, wait. Wait, but that's a dodge! Were you dodging someone who can't attack? No, I don't have any healing egos. At least not on anything I have equipped. Oh, right. You have to go here, here, and then we reclash again. I think that's right.
대가리 딱 떼도
It's fine. Heathcliff's got this. We would never lose to unavoidable chip. Unavoidable chip damage. The unavoidable chip damage of bleed that just gets applied whether you get hit or not. Okay, that guy did not die.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그릇 두드려 패.
Minor oversight. Okay, also a minor oversight.
주라니야. 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
Send you here. Yeah. So we don't have to attack here. We just have to hope. We just have to hope the memorial procession. To break the thorns. Yeah, that makes sense. So I have to go here, and then on the counter. I see. Now I have to find something else to clash this with. Maybe perhaps? No. Can you take this? No, you can't. Oh wait. She was gonna do it. Does that work if I unequip this? Yeah, okay. I don't know if that works. Okay, so I actually have to win the clash. Okay, so I actually have to win the clash in order to do anything there. Okay, that's good enough.
불길 속으로.
No, she's got it.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Oh, and now she goes in for damage. Sweet. Oh my god. I love the big sound effects whenever the Eclipse swings in with a big AoE attack. And this unbreakable coin does nothing because it doesn't break the shield. Just as you say, this truly is a magic bullet that never misses. Alright, if we hit this one... no, she's planning on killing that one. The parade... Okay. How many magic bullet do we have? 3? Okay. It is as you say. This truly is a magic bullet that never misses. We don't have enough charge for that. Yeah. I'm thinking here I just hit this one with no. It's basically optimal if we just throw it at one of these two. Alright.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Tails? Okay, we still did 100 damage.
여기까지 쏜 이상 돌아갈 수 없는 것. 상하세를 담겨 비슷한 곳이 지옥뿐이라 해.
Yeah. It is 9 coffin, which is basically... which is almost as many as is the limit.
머금을 시간이야.
서도록 할까?
Dog, do you finally have enough charge for this? Ooh, we are taking a lot of... There's some pretty big bleed stacks around. How much damage does this do? 28 minimum. Okay, so we can just throw that there.
소준 중입니다. 시속하게 용건을.
Actually...
소준 중입니다.
Can I afford... Right, because if we're at max SP... Yeah, we do, like, do friendly fire. Ah, whatever. The hell with it. Or actually, let's still throw this here, just in case. Alright, no. We go all in. Never let them tell you what to do. Ah, okay. I mean, it does happen last anyway. Yeah, I think it actually gets a boost.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Okay, I forgot how fast she was. Oops. We just took a whole bunch of damage for no reason. Oops.
격발 고통은 없어.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Oops. It's fine. The battle's almost over anyway. Alright, we can... No, not a binds. I want to do magic bullet. Just in case.
대가리 딱 떼도.
역시 니놈 말대로 어떤 사람이라도 맞출 수 있는 마법의 탄환.
That is true. He does have a lot of HP. Oh, there's more minions.
화이팅이다.
다시 걸어야지.
Wait, hold on. Oh, she just has unlimited minions. What are you weak to? Are you weak to pride? No? That's just a normal amount from magic bullets. Feels a little bit like a Nier Automata track, I'll be honest. I've never looked at this. It does have healing, but I don't have the passive unlocked yet. So... Oops. Oh no, wait, we can't use Mind Whip. I got a little bit silly there. Man, Heathcliff is not doing well mentally. Oh, Ishmael does not have very much HP left. How's Ryoshi doing? Oh, still at max HP?
놈들을 너무 오래 보고 있-
As expected from the goat.
구해주지 않을 텐.
Honestly, let's just throw that Dulcinea. We can't clash it, or we can't counter it. How much thorns is there? Ooh, that's a lot of thorns. It is cheap. Okay, so I need to throw you at you. And we're
목을 내놓고 있도록. 진짜 밝긴다. 돌아가니요.
yeah, at first I was like, oh, this fight's not that hard. And then I remembered I'm gonna have to fight all of them at once. And that's gonna be real tough. It's gonna be tough to beat. Unless they do something to nerf all of them from the initial fight. So that they're not all, so that they're all, like, a little bit depowered.
지금이 기회인 것 같으면 어디요?
그 오물을 떼어내주지. 단추로 왜 저렇게 떠들썩한 거야? 그싼데.
And you're staggered. Yeah, bleed chip is the problem, I would always imagine. Yeah. Oh, we have a serious skullbuster. But other than that, we don't have. Oh well, we have a fucking mind whip. So.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
And a serious skullbuster. So.
지금이다. 대골바가지 거미 대가리. 차!
414 damage.
한번 삐끗하면 그대로 나가리야. 생각 잘해.
What is with the, like, particle effects? Is it festive fever? Okay. It is... Oh, 3 unbreakable coins, consume half of Blood Feast. Oh! Okay. That's a little bit concerning. That's gonna be... Yeah. So I do want to win this clash. Can we win with just win with magic bullet? Yes. Although that might kill her. But it's fine, I'm sure. We get a little bit of heals off of Ryoshu. Yes, it is. It is Ardor Blossom. I just kind of got it.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
So I haven't looked at what is good about it. Yeah.
다음은 어디요?
Yeah, go Dawn. You've done it? Oh, so that's one where it's actually good to
내게 자비를
it like actually does good damage,
내 앞에는 무엇도 남지 않을
it would seem. Okay, and we are going to take a little bit of damage here. Okay. We took a little bit of damage.
내가 이상한 기류는 기가 막히게 느끼거든.
Yeah.
뭔가를 가깝긴 한데 어떻게 해야 할지는 모르겠으니까 머리 좀 굴려봐.
What's this? It's a unique panic. Bridal of Nihil. She doesn't have much. Does she reset her panic? Okay. Yeah. So we can... Yeah, that is true. He can kill the ally. Alright. So we probably want to use an ego here. Damn, even Ryoshu's taking damage. That's messed up. Is there a bad, like a... What is this? How much better does this do? Okay. Throw that there. Throw that there. Okay, being attacked by Heathcliff. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I was taking care of that. You were supposed to flash that. Okay, perfect.
대가리 딱 떼고
무쳐 잠들어.
무불사위.
Oh wow, that's the most I've ever seen that ego do.
나라니까 닥쳐라.
God, unbreakable blades are strong.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Yeah, it is the bleed.
해봐라. 이 폭풍이 찾아들.
Oh, I forgot, no allies, so... I forgot, no allies, so she's gonna attack us. Oops. Okay. Sinclair, you got this. Alright, Sinclair. Go, Hexnail.
불길 속으로. 당신도 꽂혀보세요. 누군가에게 저주받는 기분이 어떤 것인지.
Yeah, she got by the bleed. But the Sinclair Hexnail has done it again.
끝인가? 정말 한 톨도 남지 않았나? 그렇다면 어째서?
To continue, in which is discussed the memory necessary to bring to light the clarity of this tale of adventure. Oh, and Sanson is going to bring us into the fathoms. Answer me now. What is it that thou claimest that I have? What weight did my name carry? Speak! Where? How? Where didst thou? Everything that we blood fiends of this area desire. To exist in ignorance of the truth that we are but going in circles, not marching toward what lies ahead. Something that we all desire but do not own, yet you have. I come from a mine, am surrounded by wood always. What am I? That which all who are lost in this area yearn so desperately for. The privilege to flee from everything, from desires, from shame. The gift of oblivion, the innocence, the naivete to endure and live through another day. I'm still thinking about how Faust says that Don Quixote does in fact crave blood. Like that feature didn't get turned off. Faust, what have you been feeding her? All the bodies Mephistopheles has been eating is actually just they've been feeding all the blood to Don Quixote. I thought it was about time you missed me. It is high time you regaled us with that particular tale, isn't it? Are you sure she's not beating? That's true. She could be just every time we walk around, she just picks up a cup and starts sipping. What? Galloping on and on. As always, Rocinante was merrily and energetically galloping on with you upon its saddle. Come on, just die. Romero, get the hell out of here. You're gonna get cooked. This guy has a blue name tag. You're cooked. Unbelievably so. This guy's got a blue name, leaving us to slowly expire in a most painful death, just like this poor soul. Enough! Please, enough! Thy strength must surpass mine. Thus bound I have become by the sorcery, yes. So please, I must beseech thee so. I have no choice but to beg. For I cannot turn my tongue into a sharp spear to skewer thee. I will pray unto thee, cower and grovel before thee, to cease this wickedness. Well, why stop now? Don't you just love sharing the stories of your adventures with everyone? Isn't this exactly what you have always wished for? You have such a captive audience before you, listening to your tale more intently than ever. You won't get another opportunity like this. I don't want to, not anymore. But you will. You will share your tale, for that is your role in this play. This is, out of all the blue name people, this is like the most asshole-ish one. Thus you, Rocinante, in the night of the white moon, embark on your final adventure. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that you fled.
여기까지 오면서 여러 강을 봤지.
We saw so many rivers on our way here, didn't we? All these rivers were beneath the city all along? It is said that when an efflorescent tree comes to blossom, steeped and nurtured in the waters of many rivers since its saplinghood, it became imbued with special power. Wait, wasn't there a thing about, like, rivers underneath Wuthering Heights, too? In the last chapter, there's, like... So the river thing is, like, relevant. Okay. Oh, it is said that when an efflorescent tree comes to bloom, steeped and nurtured in the waters of many rivers since its saplinghood, it becomes imbued with a special power. Okay. This is the golden, where the golden bough comes from. Can't even begin to imagine what powers a tree born from that particular river may hold. Pray tell, what river is it that we seek? Well, none of the rivers we've walked by is the one we're looking for. Not this one either, then. Regrettably, no. Perhaps we should seek a river that flows even deeper into the abyss. The depths of the ruins are certainly dangerous, even for someone who's ventured down here in the past. It's giving even you a run for your money, isn't it? I'm thinking... I'm thinking momentarily. So, the city is like... It's like how in Rome you can just, like, go downwards and there's just more buildings and more buildings for as far as you go. And it's like there is a... If you took, like, a cross-section of the city, you could go from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, and it would be a complete history. That's cool as hell. Or at least if that's how that works. What river is this? Whoever drinks the water of this river shall be granted a vision of a certain future. It brings the drinker visions of what is to come. Yet blinds them to all things save for those of the future, driving them to insanity. And to the drinker, only a singular future remains, a vision of their own madness. I call this the Winrate River, or the River of Future. It must have had a name once, but this is the name I gave it. Quite the irony, then. Though it won't show you the exact moment you wish to see, you may look into the river to catch a glimpse of a certain moment into the future. It may be quite disorienting, but would you like to try anyway? I ill wish to be so close to the waters, but I shall. What do you see? Chains, a great gate, and a timepiece. A flaming timepiece and a promise. Ah, I see. So when she was, like, awakened in the last interval, this is what she was referring to, the promised timepiece. Chains and a great gate and a timepiece. This is all Dante related. The big gate and the chains is like... The big gate is the thing that he has to pull them out of when they die, if I remember correctly. And the chains is how they're linked. Yeah. It is as you have said. It is as you have said. This truly is a magic bullet that cannot miss. Visions I have seen, yet I fail to see the sense in each of them. Right, you won't ever get a clear picture unless you drink the waters yourself. Still, if you've seen that clock, and the visions of promise... perhaps this has something to do with that promise you made with him. The promise timepiece, is it? Oh, okay, maybe there is more to that. After suffering through brutal trials upon trials, you arrive at the place you have been searching so hard for. And here we return to the very first chapter of this tale. This is the River of Oblivion. Thus spake the Knight of the White Moon. Are you certain? Drinking from this well, the life you have lived thus far will be no more. All of it gone in a sip. You reflexively gulp. I have decided. Will you answer me were I to ask you why? I see it still, past the darkness of my eyelids. I see a vision of that day, the screaming and shouting, the stench of blood, the more I recall, the more I find myself crackling and crumbling like a castle of sand. Thus I wish to forget everything that's happened and crawl into a deep slumber. Because while I sleep there will be no fear, no hope, no suffering, and no glory. But there is an unsavory part to sleep, isn't there? It's... Yes, it is much like death, yet it distinguishes itself in ways that matter. Yeah, it's the one from the underworld in Greek mythology. You want to dream. For those mere words which made us leave everything behind, only to shackle us in the end. I long to continue the dream I have been but a mere witness to. Then, I have no other way to help you, do I? The name of this companion? Then, before the oblivion takes my name away from you, allow me to introduce myself one last time. I am the Flower Seeker, a wanderer, a traveler across the city and the ruins. I am the one who marked the final period to this unforgotten adventure of a lifetime with you. My name is Bari, the Knight of the White Moon. Okay, we have not met this character yet. I will now leave and return to my search for the river and the flower born from its waters, as I always have. That's probably a name from the book. Even should I drink the waters of this river, will you tell me the tales of fixers still? I may pass by this area quite often through my journey. Ah, okay. So it's like we're combining two different stories for relevant context. Every chance I get, I'll leave the book or an item behind. Things that may be of help to you. Thank you. Thus you lean over the river to drink its waters. Over a valiant knight Don Quixote was, she cannot help but shudder from an overwhelming sense of terror and omen. Know that Sanson is the knight, or made him up, which I got from my skimming. Okay. Given that their shared color scheme, that makes sense. No, I cannot have let such fear touch me. I who have written such tales of brave adventures. Well, every tale needs a rising action and climax, doesn't it? It's the ups and downs that keeps things interesting. Sanson ignores Don Quixote's struggles and rapidly continues the tale, like he was incanting a spell. Our common primeval fear of the flowing water. Your body shivers. Horripilation of the skin. Alright. Another word that I have to Google. Okay, so it's Goosebumps, but with it's like a fancy. As your psyche, your consciousness itself, furiously refuses to approach its undulating surface. Our blood, thicker than water, cycles through your system with human rapidity as your heart begins to race like that of a rabid animal.
그럼에도 불구하고
Yet you must conquer that fear. You had to. Moments before you take a sip of the river's water, a thought flickers through your mind that to continue this adventure was meaningless. That is how you dismount Rocinante. Rocinante, only borrowed from its original master. Don Quixote looks down toward Rocinante. At least Faust and I know that's what Sanson's incantation is attempting to accomplish. He's trying to draw out her memories from the River of Oblivion. Don Quixote, no, don't. Faust, do something. Nothing can be done. Faust is like, yeah, we planned on this shit. This flow is destined to be.
뭔데?
What's going on? You two look bloody serious all of a sudden. See, Heathcliff, he's observant. He's clever. Wait, if we connect all these tales into one, then... No way, is she... No, that's impossible. Is there something you know, Shijun? Can you let me in on it? Don't get all excited. I'm probably wrong, but if this terrible prediction turns out to be correct, then you'll find out even if you don't want to. I'll compliment your nerves at least. Don Quixote's spine slowly bends forward. This cannot be stopped. She does not try to stop it either. Don Quixote moves as though she was destined to, as though this was all but her part in the play. For a moment she appears tranquil, even brave, like a knight briefly dismounting from a beloved steed. Yet once she dismounts, once the repressed memories return, the sinners will come to face with the red glow of her eyes and the metallic stench of blood that surrounds her. Once the truth comes out, the rumor come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? We'll never be able to see her in the same light again. This must have aught to do with her ragged running shoes. What I've feared ever since the incident in the warp train, the fear that had been madly scratching at the back of my mind, fear that the bond between the sinners will be irrevocably broken. Will everyone be accepting of this deception, accidental though it may have been? Even if we were to survive, will she return to how she once was, as one of us? How will I appear in their eyes? I, who knowingly hid the truth from them. Can I truly face this Don Quixote when I trembled from so much fear the last time? Yet, as if to render all these raging thoughts in my mind void, Don Quixote takes off Rocinante and lets her bare feet touch the cold earth. All of a sudden, visions of Don Quixote's past begins flooding into me, raw and unfiltered. Flee, for you must live. We must live and continue my tale. But I cannot live among humans. I cannot. Have you forgotten? With my Rocinante, no place shall be beyond your reach. The shoes? No way. I don't want to leave. I don't. Why do you refuse to obey me? Please, please. This is the night of the white moon? In like a door frame.
도시 어딘가에 놀이공원이라는 곳이 몇 군데 있어.
There are places called amusement parks in the city.
그곳에선
Everyone is happy at amusement parks merely by being there.
모두가 춤을
It's
추고
enough to make everyone dance, sing, and laugh.
전쟁이나
No wars, no strife of any kind. Red fluid wells in Don Quixote's eyes, like it did back on the train. The very same sanguine color I feared so much, the eyes I never wished to see again. She inhales deeply, then exhales, like she hadn't breathed in forever. She turns around and looks down at the blood fiends surrounding us. Reflected in her eyes are things infinitely beneath her. There you are. Finally, the preparations for the carnival. The scenes are complete. I remember those eyes that regarded me as though so mercilessly tore through us without even a hint of regret or guilt. Bravo, now every path is open. The parade is complete at last.
산초, 나 결심했어.
Sancho, I have come to a decision. What is it
또 뭘
now?
말이십니까?
Oh, okay. I see. Because she's not actually Don Quixote. That's what everyone was saying, and when I was theorizing, that's the one thing I just didn't think about. Of course, she's not Don Quixote. She is Sancho Panza. Jonathan, you are psychically linked to my daughter.
나는 도시
I am
최고의
going to be the
해결사가
best
될 거야.
fixer in the city.
약한
I
사람들을
shall
돕고
protect the weak and
나쁜
punish the
사람들의
wicked.
모조리 도시에는 그
From
쓰임새에
what I
따라
hear, denizens of the city have been
특별하게
making these
쓰이기로 한
fellowships
모양이다.
called associations by need.
지난번에
Did you get this
찾아온
idea from that night of the moon or whatever?
사이가 뭔가 단언하는데
I'm telling you now, this new goal of yours is going to crash and burn in less than 3 days. Quit stirring trouble and stay put. Remember your last momentary passion with, what was it, knitting, embroidery? That lasted a whole 2 days before you got tired of it. And that was after you sent us out to find all kinds of high-quality yarn for that little passion project. Silence, Sancho. You keep balking at my passions with your chastisements. At this point, I'm having a difficult time determining which one of us is the higher kindred. Right, but you always do whatever you want to do anyway.
돈 키호테 씨? 아니,
She is Don Quixote, right?
혼자 어디로
Where
가는
is she
거야?
going all on her own?
오늘도 오시는 겁니까?
Will she be coming today, again?
이제 정말 결판을 내야 하시지 않나요?
It is high time you put an end to this rivalry, isn't it?
그한테는
I fear that time may already be long past. Indeed. But I have been having a certain thought as of
그런
late.
생각이 들어.
Yeah. Also, the haircut is kind of like great.
대체 승부가 뭐가 중요해?
Why does it matter whether someone wins or loses?
그리고
What
다음
matters is
이야기가
that I must
궁금한
hear
거야.
what comes next in her tale.
거기서
How dare
딱
that human cut her story short at its climax?
전 모르겠습니다.
I have nothing. I don't know why you keep letting that human in
왜
here
이날을
as
계속해서 이곳에
if you are not
있는지요?
even going to fight.
그런데 산초, 너도 말은 그렇게 하면서
Sancho could pull it off. Yet Sancho, for all your chiding words of disapproval,
계속 이쪽을
don't think for a
흠칫거렸잖아.
moment I haven't noticed you
특히
constantly perking your
하나
ears in
쫓겨나는
her
소식의
direction.
해결사가
Especially at the part where the
또
Hana
사라지면
Association
잡아먹지
fixer
않는다는
encountered the
괴물과
monster that
마주쳤을
demanded
제목에
that they pay a toll with a single rice cake on that winding hill path.
안 그랬는데.
그랬다니까.
You most certainly did.
아,
Speaking of which,
말랐을 말인데.
do you suppose the Hana Association will eventually come out on top?
아니요. 스바이라는
No,
곳에서 온
I believe
해결사가
that the
결국
fixer who
역전해서
hails from the Svai will overtake the... Case in point. Don Quixote. The name that feels so alien now. The ticking sound of my clock neither stops Don Quixote.
하지만
But how,
어떻게
pray, will you
해결사가
become a
되겠다는
fixer yourself?
말씀입니까? 해결사란 것은
Fixers are but a concept constructed by humans.
우리가 근처에
They will try to
나타나면
hunt us the moment we get anywhere near them.
뭐 당장은 그럴지도
Perhaps.
모르지.
For now, at least.
그런데
But I implore you to think, Sancho.
나무가 아니라
Miss not the
숲을
forest
보라는
for the trees. Should we start paving the path for peace now?
거지.
Then,
인간들과 사이좋게
or
지내는
one
것도
day,
가능할 거야.
we shall find ourselves coexisting with humans, hand in hand.
그러면 나는
And I shall be the first ever blood fiend to become a fixer. Is that not an idea most wondrous?
아마
Maybe they'll even make this fan club in my honor.
꿈도 크십니다.
Certainly, perhaps in that ridiculously grand dream of yours.
원래 꿈이란 건
Yet,
크고
that is how
터무니없이
dreams
가봐야
are
하는
meant to
거야.
be. Ridiculously grand. They're walking towards each other in the mine. Oh, they're resonating with the golden bow. You have returned to me, my Sancho. Voice foreign yet familiar, the sound of thick wooden doors and heavy chains. As soon as the door opened ajar, we could feel the powerful energy of the golden bow emanating from within. Was this the scent of rusted iron, or the dense metallic smell of blood? The speaker of his body, one with the pillar from which the scent emanated, speaks to us through the golden bow impaling his torso. Or perhaps he speaks to Don Quixote. Now tell me of all about it. That dream of mine you have dreamed in my stead. So is this a physical location? And here's the dungeon. 6? This is a lot for a dungeon. Oh, it's a windmill! Oh. Yeah, I know. I I need to convert my boxes. I'm just a sneaky little guy, and I just don't do that. It's what, Faust? This one. Wait. I want to see. What does this cost? Okay, I can put that together. Oh, yeah, this one does blow up. But this one's only level 45. Truly, which one is better? Obviously, the one that doesn't blow up. Okay. So I'll do... Yep. Oh, wow. They're like, we're not messing around with this dungeon. Is this a physical location or like a metaphorical location? Yet Aegis, fixer of the Spy Association, refuses to let this destroy his spirits and sails once again to the great sea in a mere raft. My dearest compatriots, this trial is but a stepping stone that will bring us to greater heights. One day we shall proudly engrave today's suffering upon our shields to remember it in better days. Thus, this battle is far from over. Find thy courage! Charge! Then they looked at one another in the eyes, their determination forged in flames. Oh, what a line. Yet the scores of enemies... What the... Where is this? Oh, is this her room? This is the room inside Mephistopheles, I think. Right? Or this is like a different room. Yet the scores of enemies. Ah, okay, I'm just like, I just didn't see that. Yet the scores of enemies already waiting for them in ambush from the shores loosened thousands of arrows upon them, the sheer quantity eclipsing the very sun. 300, our friends? Arrows rained upon their fury upon the heroes, yet they stood their ground with their iron-clad shields. Yet there is no shield sturdy enough to withstand such an unending onslaught. Even their iron shields began to crack. As the shields cracked, the mental fortitude of his men began to splinter as well, and many were seen slowly backing away from the battle. Nay, we shan't ever give up. I shall be thy shield and ward, men. Indeed, our iron shields are but tools that may break and splinter, but upon that moment I shall be the shield by which thou shalt be protected from our foes. Arrows. The arrows may break my body, but they shall never pierce my righteous heart of justice. Because that is a metaphysical concept. Charge! No matter what trial may stand in our path, we shan't ever give up. The adventure of today was just as exhilarating as it ever was. It hath set fire to the passion in mine heart. Dear, the most valorant fixer of the Zwei, how farest thee? 'Tis my 131st letter. Prithee, excuse my persistence. 'Tis merely that my passion cannot well be doused. I am soon to be a fixer myself, and with thy teachings I shall become a fixer most just and persistent, who doth not know surrender. Forget not, O Don Quixote, fixer of the future. Forsooth, the foremost virtue of a fixer must be, and must always be, righteous justice. Thou mustn't turn away then from the needy, and thou must always put thy entire being into helping them. Fish! I am well aware of that myself. Mine adventure on the morrow shall be alongside the Trace Association. Very well, a relative fledgling, yet quite prolific association indeed. It is said that they specialize in tools and arms for the city dwellers and its fixers, as well as the workshops that fabricate and maintain them. This right here, if you look, there's like those little boxes on the Korean flag. It's the same like boxes. So, and then the like blue and red circle thing is gone. Ah, okay. That makes sense then. I'm sure that there's like some cultural significance that those come from, but that's cool. Then I must bid thee farewell. Until next time, our next adventure shall be the adventures at the leaven wastes of the ruins, in which the heart of a beastly bird was pierced. I look forward to hearing thine exploits. Forsooth, this adventure shall be, as all hath been thus far, a glowing victory. I recommend you stay put inside. There is no way to tell what awaits you past that door. I am in agreement. I recall that tale of the Red Hood who met and most unfortunate from the simple folly of welcoming in a stranger. Yet this knocking upon my gates must mean that a soul seeketh mine assistance. Wouldst thou not agree? I believe I've afforded you sufficient risk. Oh! I know that voice. The build of this place is quite durable, my lady. It should be able to withstand assaults from any pursuing blood fiends, no, even of blood fiend hunters. It is an entirely different question if they can make it this far down to this ruin, of course. Oh, they're in the ruins. Whoever art thou? I am your guide, the one who will guide your path in your real adventure. Please call me Virgilius. My old friend has told me you are second kindred. Oh yeah, you can see it. There they are. This is Faust? Or someone else. Or it would be the other people. It could be, what's her name? That's true. It could be like another color fixer, or it could be that fucking person that does Blood Fiend stuff that just got introduced into the story. But I'm trying to remember their name. Probably not Moses? Okay. That's who I was thinking of. She had different adventure. Second kindred? Whatever art thou referring to? And my fellow fixers here have warned me that I mustn't leave the confines of this chamber. Do my eyes not remind you of anything? Prithee, do not glare at me with such terrifying gaze. And there remains still 1,708 adventures of mine to embark upon. On the morrow I shall depart along the Trace Association, and the day after that with the Hana Association. Then, the fixers on these posters, they're all from at least several decades ago. It is as my fellow has told me, so much of her slumbers, even at her instinctive craving for blood. Your adventures with them are unimportant. And you won't have to listen to these fixers anymore, because doesn't an adventure guided by me, a fixer bestowed with the title of a color, sound much better than any of that? I mean, he's spitting straight facts. Thou art a color? I have heard mention of such a thing from the magazines. That is a title and honor given only to the finest fixers. I have heard tell that only a very, very few fixers have been granted such extolment, for it hath been but a brief moment since such honor was established. I see that you wish to put every little bit of your past to sleep, even that smell of blood. I will respect your decision and treat you accordingly. Yes, I am the guide who will bring you all to the right path. You must come with me, for this journey demands your company. In return... Oh, and that's why no one knows recognize any of her stories, is because they're really fucking old. When the time is right, the promised timepiece shall come to be by your side. Promise, yes, you are bound by a promise, just as I am. Yeah, it was there. I never considered that the game would lie to me. Fool that I am. Remember these eyes. Remind yourself time and again, every time you look into these eyes that hold the blood of a generation higher than you. You know... He makes a very good point. That makes a lot of sense. Did he put a blood fiend's eyes in himself? Maybe. Maybe he is a blood fiend. He has all of his when he manifested his ego, it was all blood powers. He's not a blood fiend. What do you mean he got eye replacement surgery? I don't know, man. What the hell is wrong with these people? What the hell is... I love the city I live in. I have no clue as to whatever it is that speak of the promise that will one day return to you when the time is right. Remember it, so that the unforgettable promise will one day return to you, so that you may keep it when the time comes, even as it eludes you now. That is the condition of your adventure. If you are willing to accept these terms, then speak your name to me. Don Quixote. Ah! That makes sense. Checking the name label on your shoes. Yeah. Thou mayst know me as Don Quixote. No, that is not my name.
맞습니다, 산초.
Oh, hi, Sensan.
호기롭게 모험에 동참한
For all that passion you joined the adventure with, you are nothing but a pretender with a borrowed name.
당신의 모험이
There was but a
가리키는
singular path in your
언제나
adventure,
하나 그분의
the
가르침.
path laid by his teachings.
산초야, 나 말이다.
Sancho, I have conceived an idea most ingenious.
하지 마십시오.
Please don't! Oh my god! Because this is the exact interaction everyone has with her. She's really method acting.
혈기 전쟁에 참전해 보려 한다.
I intend to take part in the Blood Fiend War.
그 말은
You don't mean...
그래.
Indeed, I shall stand with the humans.
반발이
Not everyone is going to like your ingenious idea. Odd, you sound rather unsurprised by my suggestion. Did you know that I would suggest as such?
조만간 그
I had a
말씀을
feeling that
하실지
you'd be
모른다고
saying something
예상했습니다.
like that soon.
물론
Of
다른
course, the other
장로들이
elders
저마다
will come to
잔소리를
lecture me
하거나
or try to convince me otherwise.
앞으로 찾아오는
Sancho,
손님들이
expect
많을
many,
거다.
many guests. Thus,
네, 미리
yes,
대치가루가
I will
된
prepare
과자를
cookies baked with
준비해드리겠습니다.
cinnamon.
의사의
Venerated
선생님은
elder of B Corp can't seem to stop coughing upon ingesting one of those. I had intended to suggest that you inform all of them of my absence and lock up the castle gates, yet I find your suggestion more enticing.
오히려 제가
However,
원하는
what
건
truly concerns me is the resistance from your children.
아,
Ah, you needn't worry then.
가족이잖니.
They are my family. I am certain they will understand.
그러고 보니
That brings me to a question, however. Sancho, how is it that you are still without kindreds of your own?
혼자가
I enjoy solitude.
저는 안마
I wish to live the rest of my life looking forward and only for it. I would rather not have anyone tag along behind me. Sancho, I want children. That's so fucking stupid. Speak to me again should that change.
바뀔 리는 없겠지만
I will not,
알겠습니다.
but I will. Also, in case you haven't figured out, the priest and barber are probably Dulcinea's kindred. That makes sense. This war will be a long and difficult one.
같은 동족의
Difficult
머리를
because we will have to slay our own kind.
그러게 말이야.
Indeed, it shall be.
하지만
Yet, if we may break their faiths only by breaking their skulls,
그 나름대로
then it shall be a war worth fighting for.
그리고 말이다.
Now that we are discussing this particular subject, Sancho,
아마 보나마나
should the war
그
end,
전쟁은
well,
내가
my
이기겠지.
victory, obviously.
예,
Sure, sure.
전쟁이 끝나고
Anyway,
나면
should the war end,
모두가
I intend to build a
행복해질
place in which everyone may be happy. Happy?
왜 그런 표정?
What is it, that expression on your face?
그 단어를
It has been eons
우리
since
프레임으로
that word
말하는
left
게
my lips.
기억나느냐?
까마득한
Do you recall that place?
그자가 말해준
This
놀이공원이라는
amusement
곳
park she
말이야.
spoke of? The place where people scream and shudder, not from fear, but from joy. That is the kind of place I intend to build.
즐거운데
I
비명을
still don't
지른다는
quite
건
understand how one
아직도
screams
이해가
from
가지
joy.
않습니다.
In that land, Sancho, there won't be any wearisome battles to fight, no constant fear of getting devoured. There shall be only laughter.
저는 그 가족의
Though I
속해
was not a
있는
part of your
형제는
family, I suppose,
지켜보는
I had once
입장에서
looked forward to the
조금은
realization
기대했던
of his
것
ambitions,
같습니다.
as an
인간들을
observer, of
죽이거나
course.
지하 세계에 눈에 띄지
Yeah.
않게 숨어 살거나
In this binary
둘 중 하나가
world,
전부인 이
which has
세계에서
availed us only with two choices, to slaughter humans or to hide underground like rats, He alone was the dreamer who conceived of a third option.
하지만
Yet,
그곳에서 제가 본
that was no laughter I saw there.
절규였습니다.
They were wailing so intensely that it had long turned into something that only resembled laughter. Let us out of here, or crush our heads.
아니요. 당신들은 여길
No,
나가지
you won't be leaving this
죽지도
place.
않을 겁니다.
You won't find death either.
라만찰레
Many guests will be lining up to pay a visit to La Mancha land soon.
다들
You recall your missions, yes? Though it has been 200 years, I don't suppose you had a moment to go by without
200년이
remembering them.
지났습니다.
Humans here again? It's a festival! The festival's not over.
사람은
Can people change?
바뀔 수
I
있을
had once thought they could.
길고 힘든 싸움이 시작될
A long, painful battle lies ahead of us.
우리를
The
원망하는
blood fiends
혈기들도
that will
있을
hate and despise us will be countless. Their hatred will be inconceivable.
동족의 배신자라고
They will call us traitors to our own kind.
인간을 해치지 않는
They will
것은
claim that our nature cannot change, that our existence is destined to prey upon humans. Something they accept as an immutable truth.
우리는
We will be forced to sever our bonds with whom we have shared our suffering for centuries. Those who feel the very same disease that ails us.
서로의
Our
유익을
only kindred spirits in this lonely world.
그러니까
Thus, now is your final
지금 이
chance.
관둘 사람은
If you do not wish to
여기서
participate, if you refuse, then I will not stop you.
그럼
I refuse.
미쳤어?
Has she gone mad?
저-
Wait, really?
그렇게 말해도
I know you won't let me go anyway.
가족이라는 게
Just as a child cannot stop being an offspring of their parent, even if they wish they were.
그날 기계의
On that
수치에
day when the machine purge
이미
took
전에
place,
죽은 목숨이었어.
I was already a dead man. This is probably reference to lore that I should know. Maybe? I don't know.
어버이의 뜻이
No.
고통의 뜻입니다.
The will of the Father is the will of my own.
안 그래도 요새 자위손질을 할 일이 없었는데
We don't know what the fuck the machine purge is. Well, that's that's fun. I haven't had the chance to sharpen my scissors as of late. I'll enjoy this.
그래.
Very well.
우리 돌신의
What of you, dear Dulcinea?
그러던가요.
Do as you will.
뜻에 따라서
I'm very
수 없어.
glad to have my children stand by my side.
다들 너무 걱정하지
Worry
마.
not, for I'm the strongest there is, as you must all be well aware.
그러니 우리가 고민해야
Instead,
할 건
worried about what is to come once the war ends in our victory.
어떻게
Worry about our lives thereafter. About how we will live on.
어떻게 살아갈 생각?
Well, how will you live on?
잘은
I do not
모르겠지만
know as of yet. However, I
우리는
suppose
즐겁게 살아갈
we
수
should be
있지
able to
않을까.
lead a more joyous life than we do now.
누군가를 죽이지
To
않아.
live without our fates bound to murder of a fellow living being. Wouldn't you agree that such a life would be a better one? You finally returned to me, my Sancho.
오늘은 정말 기쁜 날이구나.
What joyous day this is, to have all my children by my side once again.
인사는
All two of them?
아들, 너를 얼마나 그리워했는지 모를 거다.
Have you said your greetings? You do not know how much we all long to see you again, Sancho. What have they done to you? This,
내 몸에
when I could no longer count the number of stakes that have broken my flesh,
그 수를
when the counting itself lost its meaning,
하늘의
I
빛이
saw a light in the sky,
이것이
and this melded into my body. A light in the sky. Could he be talking about a golden bow? And there must have been a lobotomy core branch here, and the golden bow then resonated with his... Don Quixote slowly walked toward the man who spoke in a sedate voice. That's the fathoms of ego. We should go after her. Now! We woke up from our dumbfounded silence at the sudden turn of events and hurriedly followed her inside. Oh, I've done a dungeon before. Is that really the same girl who embarrassed herself in a duel against the sink fixer? How is she killing so many blood fiends with such little effort? Every time a blood bag or blood fiend approached anywhere near her, Don Quixote struck them down with a blinding blitz. Oh, that's her ego weapon. right? Because the lance that she normally uses in her base ID is like, it's like big and round, but in her ego it has like the fucking like scissor lift sort of shape.
힘을 숨기고
Was she hiding her
있던 건
strength?
아닌 것 같고.
No, that doesn't
아니,
seem right,
그것보다
but
혈귀?
she's a blood fiend?
기가 차구나.
How absurd. That creature who deceived us with the false name Don Quixote was a blood fiend all along?
인간 행세를
Hiding and lurking, pretending to be human. That's enough. Don't you think that's too much? You know what? Gregor probably is like, yeah, I get it. Gregor Samsa probably understands.
더한 말도 할 수 있지만
I could be much worse if I wanted to be, but I have enough sense to hold back myself in front of the executive manager. I could be a fucking slavering gremlin, but I choose not to be. It is really a fucking take of all time from Otis. Otis did not hide her disgust. She looked toward Faust with that very same expression.
이에 대해서
The top brass of the company must have already been aware of this, obviously. With this blood fiend
우리의 피를 노리며 숨어
hiding in our ranks like a snake.
정체에 대해서
Ugh, I'm getting a little sleepy. Biding her time for a chance to sink her teeth into us.
하지만
But
아까
those
그
stories we
이야기들을
saw
보면
earlier,
의도적으로 숨긴
she
게
wasn't
아니라
hiding it. She really
자신의
believed that she
스스로
was
정말
human. That her name was Don
Quixote라고 믿고
Quixote.
있었던 거잖아.
동시에 찾아가
According to
나왔던
those
이야기는
people stories we saw
거짓이라는
earlier,
소리기도 하지.
everything she has told us up to this point was a lie. Everything we've known about her was a lie.
과거의 혈기로
How many
살아가면서
humans do you think this blood fiend has
많은
killed in the
인간들을
past?
해쳤을 것 같아.
Otis! How many people have you killed? Can we be clear? You have killed a bunch of people and done war crimes. Let's not bury the lead on this one. You have also killed people.
아무리 수상쩍은 짓만 하는
I understand the duplicitous nature of this company, yes. However, to subject me and the executive manager to such a high-risk situation, and just to let it happen is...
방관한 적은
We have
없습니다.
never just let it happen.
그래.
Fine.
이제
What
어쩔
now
수
then?
없지. 라만 차례인데
It
토벌이
seems that
아니라
we're not here to
오히려
eradicate
라만
La Mancha
차례인데
Land.
부흥을 도와주고 있는 꼴이
Because from where I'm standing, it looks like we're only helping it come together. Don Quixote. That is not my name. That is the name of my father. I can't believe... I very nearly got it. Just replace... Hold on, let me make an edit. It was so close. It was so close to replace Sancho with Don Quixote, and we're there. Completely accurately. The very same eyes I never wish to see again. Sancho, you. I see. Not even you could change. Not even a little. No, I haven't. Nothing changed.
똑바로 보세요.
Look at me.
당신의
Your
로션한테
Shinante has suppressed me for but a passing moment. I am still the same blood-sucking blood fiend who cannot survive without bleeding others. Just how your La Mancha land regressed to nothing but a hunting ground for us to prey on humans. Yes, it has. I was wrong. People can't change. We have no choice but to live shackled onto the path dictated by this disease. My family, who I love so much, have tried to convince me to turn me to their side. Yet I was too slow. Was the only one who didn't understand until it was too late. Nicolina, Curiambro, Dulcinea, is this their doing? Have they tortured you so? Yes. A throne most fitting for such a pathetic lord, wouldn't you say? Sancho, I thought my heart would well with joy and happiness upon laying my eyes upon you again. Yet there is only sorrow. I thought you, at least, would have explored the world outside in my stead, experiencing adventures even more wonderful than the ones I've heard. But this poor soul I see before me is no different from me nor my family. Just as blood-starved, red-eyed victim of this sickness. The space we're in, it's changing. His emotions must be affecting the golden bough.
그러고 보니
Inside the body of that pallid whale we encountered at the Great Lake was a golden bough, wasn't it? Yeah, burrowed deep into its heart. A form of existence similar to parasitism.
그래서
So, what now?
관리자님,
Executive manager. Well, that man with a golden bow in his torso may have once been a powerful being in the past. He seems to have been severely weakened due to an unknown reason. Just say the word and I will...
헛소리.
Foolishness.
그놈이
He's
문제가
not the
아니야.
problem here, it's her.
전
She smells
냄새가
different.
달라.
Ryoshu pointed a finger towards Don Quixote.
시계.
Give me a heads up if you're going to ask us to fight her, Clock. I'd like a chance to burn a last cig before I go. I'm gonna try talking to her first.
같이 가요, 단테.
I'll go with you, Dante.
다른 사람들
Guys, this way. I slowly approach Don Quixote, who regards me with dark eyes, her usual twinkle seeming like a distant memory.
몰라서
Back off.
제 이건
You have brought me a second kindred here with an explicit purpose,
내 어버이를
so that
지옥골로 만든
I may punish the
혈기를
blood
내
fiends who
손으로
have committed such a sin against my father,
없이 삶을
so that I may end his suffocating, meaningless existence.
하지만
But
저희는 전혀
we had no idea. It wasn't our intention to.
아니요.
Yes, that was precisely our intention. I just love the idea of Faust is like, hold on, I need a prop for this, and goes up to Ryoshu and she's like, I will pay you $400 for a cigarette, and Ryoshu's like, I don't give away cigarettes. And then Faust is like, $500, and Ryoshu hands her a cigarette. And then Faust lights it, and then she says this line. Faust, my beloved.
저와 워프 열차에서
Only
정신이
I
잃지
and Dante,
않았던
who
단테는
remained conscious during the
알고
ends of the
있었던
warp
거였죠.
train, were aware of this. What did you say?
수감자의 과거를
This omission could not be
파우스트가
helped.
먼저 말하는 것은
Faust is forbidden
금지되는
from being the first to share a sinner's
어쩔 수
past.
없었어.
별.
과거를
SPR.
숨겨주는 건
But it wasn't just for Don Quixote. She hid Gregor's past, Sinclair's past. She didn't talk about either of them until they were ready to talk about it
직접 말하기
themselves,
전까지.
or were made to.
지금은
I believe it is a false equivalency to compare this to those cases when it is evident that this was a case of subterfuge. She was an enemy in our midst, which makes your comparison moot. Puppies are good.
Next question.
Oh, ads are done. Bloody hell. Can't you see? You reacted exactly why they didn't tell us.
난장판이네.
Heathcliff, he gets it. Heathcliff, my goat. Messy. It's because we all care so much about each other. Please, stop this. I fear that it may become rather untoward should we continue to spiral.
그래.
Yeah, Homer's little sister's here watching us, guys. Don Quixote watched our bickering wordlessly, until the squabble among the sinners began to subside. The entire time they bickered, I racked my brain trying to come up with something, but I just hope you'd understand and come back to our side, to be one of us again. All I managed to express was this pathetic, naive hope I'd been stewing in the back of my mind. But Dante, it's because you're, like, a good person. Jesus Christ. You also have, like, memory loss. To be one of you? But you do not know of our eons of suffering. You do not know of our battles, our struggles, our agony, our victories. I don't suppose you ever will. I will slowly look into each and every one of those torturous moments and rekindle my buried memories. And with every memory, it'll all rise to the surface once again. The wrath, the hatred, the loathing. Thus, I can no longer be one of you again. Oh, is she, like, out of the party? For the rest of the dungeon? Or at least for a little bit. Oh, fuck. It's not even like the you're gone thing. It's the card is completely missing. Right, it's not just that she's unselectable like other times where someone was like just not there. Oh dear.
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
How glad I am to have you back, Sancho. With you by our side, this place shall be ever even happier. My family has finally found true happiness. Because they have suffered far too long, they deserve this happiness, more so than anyone. With your return to La Mancha land, we shall fill this place with even more laughter. Laughter? What a joke. Oh, I get it. That is a joke. That's a pretty good joke. I'll chuckle at that. We're here to exterminate your kind. We've been through so much together, have we not, Sancho? Let us show them that we have lived through to these ignorant outsiders. You were foolhardy. Our foes were blood fiends who had grown to the size of giants. Those who had drank so much human blood that it was boiling, overflowing out of their bodies. They were formidable foes. Our battles were challenging. Even there you dreamed. A hollow dream, nothing more. Hark, my dearest compatriots. Art thou ready for this battle? We shall soon strike the battlefield with our full might. Speak, if aught ails thee. Aught ails me? Ahem, O Sancho, art thou recognized? Speak thy mind. Why are you talking like that? 'Tis only right that a fixer-to-be must speak in a manner befitting of his stature. And mine heart beats with such volition whenever I speak in such a manner. O Sancho, prithee, why dost thou not speak as I? What's really funny is I was just thinking about this exact question about how you speak in like fiction, because I was just writing something and I got the feedback where it's like I understand you're trying to sound old-timey, but it like doesn't read correctly, right? Like it doesn't read like the actual how you would actually speak. It just uses the words, right, properly, but it doesn't actually sound like what someone speaking at the time would have sound like if they were like a good speaker, right? And I was like, huh, but that's kind of like Don Quixote in Limbus Company, right? Where it's like it's kind of correct, it's just not completely correct. And I was just like, oh well. And then I realized it's not supposed to be correct. It's all a bit! My god! They cooked! My heart beats with such volition whenever I speak in such a manner. O Sancho, prithee, why dost thou not speak as I? Because it's ridiculously juvenile. Yet I cannot help but cherish that day as we ran across the green fields together, tasting the freedom. You were ambushed by blood fiends who broke your lance. Yes, a lance. You had crafted me of your own blood.
상대를 너무
It was a mistake. I underestimated my foes. Rather unfortunate yet unshakable habit of mine. I remember telling you to be mindful of them.
세찬
A
바람
powerful gust knocked me into the air before smiting me down into the grass. And you hurried to my side, didn't you? I remember your face, your breathing hastened from worry.
그 정도는 아니었습니다.
I wasn't that desperate.
내가
As I lay upon my back, gasping at the sky from the shock, you appeared into that view.
지금
Perhaps it was that moment that led us to victory in that war.
그 전부터 이게
You were already certain of your own victory even before the war began.
바뀔 수 있을
I
거라는
must wonder if that was the moment I had begun to think that we could really change.
평생을 뛰기
Watching you who had hated running all your life, breathlessly sprinting to my side,
우리 역시
I thought perhaps we were all changing little by little. Yet we failed, Sancho. And everything around us is a record, a testament to our failures. Look around as you will, Sancho, at our desolation. We have to fight some Picatula. Oh, my computer, like, freaked out for a second. What do you do?
다른 작업이 필요한가요?
What's your gimmick? Oh, it's Tremor. Okay, well, that's not very useful. Yeah, I'm taking care of the bot. Oh, this is a self-tremor. Oh, okay. So you do a lot of self-tremor. Yeah. So it's both. Interesting.
대가리 딱 떼도 아차!
I mean, it's just a Pikachu battle. It's not that hard.
예사롭지가 않은데?
This is just a battle to get up on sanity. And maybe do like a little bit of chip damage. Are they still using them in the refraction railways? Because I know they were introduced in the previous one in 4. Okay, so they still use them.
아까는 좋았다.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Ah. Oh, she's still here. I suppose that makes sense.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않아. 겉에.
But I was just not expecting it. I hope she hangs out more next chapter. Yeah, that's true. They did experiment. I think the first time was last chapter where we had someone else also in battle. Yeah. Yeah, but, like, in terms of mechanically them programming it, that was the first time it happened. Right, they had to do that in order to make that whole sequence work.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Go, my magic bullet. Really good mind whip, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I actually wanted to flip all tails there. Oh, there's a second...
하나 눕혔나?
Oh, there's a second wave.
눕혀가다 보면
I was expecting it to continue to be a chain battle.
소준 중입니다. 신속하게 용건을.
How much coffin? We only have 2. Ah, it's good enough. I mean, we are in a dungeon that I've heard has a... Yeah, I've heard has a very difficult battle in it, but also, Oh dear.
넌 진짜 아프겠는데? 야, 괜찮냐?
Detonate magic bullet. Yeah. There are the level 2 ones. And did he... This one is ugly as hell. It looks so, like, veiny. And I don't like its face.
불길 속으로.
I'm probably doing this inefficient though. All right, we have a serious skullbuster coming in momentarily, I would presume. Yeah, I was assuming the dungeon's not that long.
어? 방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도 눈에 바로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
탈출 개체 확인.
Go, my Heathcliff. Oh, and that is maxed out coffin now. It's too bad that battle's over. Oh, there's only one floor? I thought it was gonna be multiple. I thought I was gonna be here all night.
소란이 줄었네요.
But they probably just did, fewer battles that are longer. Sancho walked into the maze that manifested before us, as if to obey Don Quixote's words, to observe the desolation.
저 혈귀가 아까 날 구했던 오빠의 친구와 같은
Oh wow,
사람인
so
거
it's
맞지?
not that much. So that blood fiend is the same person, that friend of yours who saved my life earlier?
같은
Yep,
사람이야.
same person. See, Hong Lu doesn't discriminate. Hong Lu has no subconscious biases
돈 교태라는
because he is a true and perfect boy. I did not get why Hong Lu was so loved for the longest time, and then I realized it. It's just because Hong Lu is the most perfectest boy. He's just awesome. He's just great. It's just like I would want to hang out with Hong Lu. Does any of this not register to you? The things she's been saying, this Don Quixote is no. But she's still the same person from where I'm standing.
같은 사람인걸요?
Like, I'm a magical rock? Question mark? In the story? Hong Lu replies confidently. Or perhaps that was just how he usually talks. Even when we grew suspicious, even when we found ourselves at a crossroads, his voice would always carry that calm confidence, so much that it almost seemed silly. But thinking back, he's been more right than wrong. I hope that's the case again today. I try to put my faith in that hope. Hope. Damn it all. Cowards and milksops, all of you. If that creature suddenly turns violent against us like an unpredictable animal she is, well, Otis.
말씀하십시오.
Yes? Otis straightened up and looked in my direction at her usual militaristic stiffness, but I could see the thinly veiled anxiety and mistrust seeping through her stoic expression. It was inevitable. Whatever the reason, I did hide things from the sinners. And Otis is very sensitive to people withholding information, so it's no surprise she's so disgruntled about this. However, because it is Otis I am speaking to, we're going to follow Don Quixote. I mean, Sancho.
그건
But that is... Sorry, let me finish.
예.
Yes, my apologize. I can't know exactly what you're thinking. I can't read minds, you know. But I do know that you are unhappy about this. I should be able to explain everything to you in due time, so I would like for you to trust and follow me through this path, which I believe is our way to victory. Otis's grievance probably runs deeper than what's already left her mouth. It wasn't just the omission of intelligence that bothered her. What she was really worried about was that the omission of compromising me, herself, and the operation itself. That's just the kind of sinner she is. Then the solution must be to address that very thing, to tell her that everything is going according to plan. Remember how every mission we have done so far led to me resonating with the Golden Bough, and that was the key to solving them? It won't be different this time, probably. No, it won't be different. I'm sure of it.
관리자님께서 그렇게 명하신다면
Dante, my goat! Dante is the person who doesn't always know the right thing to say, but when it counts, they do.
따르겠습니다.
Then it is my command. Sorry about forcing you to come along.
작전의 성패하는
Regardless of the outcome of this operation, and regardless of the soundness of your reasoning, I, Otis, did not fold before the authority given to you by your rank.
제가 불안
My
요소가
decision is to
발견된
follow you is based on your effort to understand and explain the potential risks I have pointed out to you. That is why I comply now to your wisdom. And I feel like this is not... this is not like an Otis fake moment. Like, absolutely glazing Dante. I feel like this is a moment of honesty.
혹은
Or perhaps the memories of your past are subconsciously affecting your current behavior. I don't remember a thing, though.
처음이나
Don
관리자님
Quixote, executive manager.
기억이 사라진
Amnesia has certainly made things difficult for many of us, hasn't it? Wait, does Otis know pre-clock Dante?
도시에는 기억을 없애버릴 방법이
There are so many
워낙
ways to erase
다양하니까요.
people's memories in the city, after all.
그렇지.
Yeah, there are plenty of ways to
알려진
remove
것만
people's
따져봐도
memories, and that's just
기억을
counting what's
없애는 것에는
public.
여러 가지 방법이 있어.
That's so true. just replace memories. Just replace. There are plenty of ways to blank, and that's just counting what's public as just sort of like the tagline of this setting.
가장 보편적인
The
건
most common method is moving
기억을
someone's
회수하기
memories into a different
다른
object or a
물건
person.
혹은 사람에게
Some parts of the
옮기는
city
방법.
even sell them as local products.
두 번째는
Another is completely
영원히
destroy the
파쇄시키는
memories.
방법.
It's cheap, but because it comes with the risk of affecting other memories, only desperate
하지만
backstreets
의도하지
dwellers
않는
use this
기억까지
method.
건드려지는 부자 그리고
Now we
알려진
know the
지점이
final
없고
method, which has been so far been unknown and remains inaccessible even now.
망각의
The River of
강물,
Oblivion, also known as Lete.
레테라. 이 강물을 마시면
Drinking the waters of this river allows one to bury their memories beyond the veil of their consciousness,
꿈속의
to the
기억처럼
point where they become uncertain, hazy, and dim like the memories from a dream.
시춘,
So that's what you've been looking for, Shichun.
정확히는
Not
망각의
exactly.
강이 있는 곳 어딘가에 있는 다른 강이야.
It's a different stream, somewhere near the River of Oblivion.
나는 그 강물이 어르신들이 그토록 찾아다니던 정신의
I
불사와
suspect that the
관련한
river I'm
생각을
searching for has something to do with the immortality of the mind that our elders have been seeking so desperately. Yeah, this is, what is it? What's his name? Chu Fu, the guy who he ate the peaches of immortality.
불로불사.
To be free from aging and death, right?
그래.
Yeah, that old tiresome thing.
그거.
Maybe that's how my memories were removed. I don't even have a dreamy recollection of my memories. It's like they were uprooted straight from my head. So it's either been transferred to a different person or object, or it's been totally destroyed, forever unsalvageable. Still, I have no clue as to who, how, or why anyone would do such a thing. Imagine if, like, the boss of Limbus Company is an AI that's Dante. But, like, the pre-memory loss Dante. Oh, that's true! Right! That is illegal! Oh, that's so true! I forgot. It's against the law to do that. So that's true. Briefly glanced at me as my clock ticked on before turning her attention back to Hong Lu.
그래서 내게는
That's why
발이라는 자가
these
남긴
scant traces of this bari are so important to me.
그리고 자세히
I
말할
can't
수는
tell you in
없지만
any greater detail, but I
내
can see
눈엔
them.
보여.
I can see her
그자가
ancient
누구세요?
traces
됐다.
here.
오빠에게도
Come
중요한
on, this is
정보잖아.
important to you too. If we
우리가
want to
후계자를
survive as
살리는
heirs,
걸
we
위해서는
have to find that thing as our elders seek, that immortality. Xu Chun stopped herself midway through her sentence.
우리는
I see.
여기서
So this is
헤어져야
where we
한다는
have to
소리구나.
go our separate ways. Yeah.
벌써 가는 거야?
Leaving us already?
길이
The
갈라졌으니
path diverges, and we must each take the other trail. It's time to say goodbye.
오빠의 친구가
If your friend
정말
had really
망각의
lost her
강물을
memories from
마셔서
drinking the waters of the
기억이
River of
사라졌던
Oblivion,
거야. 굉장히
then
혼란스러운
she has
상태일
to
것
be
같아.
extremely disoriented,
꿈속에서
coming to terms with the
일어났다고
realization
생각했던
that those hazy,
어렴풋한
nightmarish
장면들.
visions were in fact her own memories,
나의
that they
과거의
weren't just
감정이
dreams,
아닐
has to
것이다.
be.
맞아.
Yes, it
슬프고
will be
복잡할
sad
거야.
and complex.
꿈속에 내가
After all,
나왔지.
who is the dreamer?
꿈에서 깬 내가
Is it
나왔지.
myself as I had existed in that dream, or myself who has awakened from it?
하지만
Well,
나비든
whichever it may
뭐든
be,
다시 날아가겠지.
whether it is a butterfly or not, I guess it will flutter away once again.
말해줘서 고마워.
Thank you for letting me know, Shichun. Yeah, I guess you haven't been spending your time chasing the clouds out here, brother.
머지않은 시일
I'll see
다시
you
보자.
around. I have a feeling we'll be seeing each other once again
그렇게 될
very
것
soon.
같다는 생각.
시춘이 그렇게
If you
말한다면
say so, Shichun,
그렇게 되겠지.
then it will be so. See, their relationship is pretty nice.
약속으로 오니까
Don't bother saying goodbye. It'd be a waste of time. Abject failure. Yeah, this chapter is like different from chapter 4. We're not sitting around hanging out with Dongrang in the one place. Ooh, it says there's ads coming soon. A name that was once my salvation. Our own kind has disowned us. The humans considered us hideous. I'll admit, we were all smiling and laughing when we began laying the foundations of La Mancha land, because we truly believed in the delusion that we could subsist on smidgens of blood and some hemo bars. Gather around, all. We finally have a prototype of that thing me and the barber have been working on for years. What is this? A brick? Coagulated blood. It has every nutrient we need to survive. Tastes like pastel paste. Flavor is a luxury, Lady Dulcinea. This is the best we could have done with the flavor. As long as we can get a steady supply of paltry amount of blood voluntarily given by humans, we can continue to mass produce these hemo bars. Oh, how splendid. I plan to provide a steady supply of this item for our family here at La Mancha Land. Remember, as long as La Mancha Land survives, we'll be the pride and joy of all blood fiends. Because we'll be living proof that we need not kill, need not consume blood to coexist alongside humans, that we need not be defined by our nature. And I guarantee you, we'll be getting plenty of guests around here. How can you be so certain? Because the world outside was as dreary and austere as the world I'd been living in. I'm quite certain that deep inside even humans are desperately waiting for something to bring joy into their lives. Which brings me to my subsequent point. What if I were to appear in person at the end of the parade? What say you? Well, that would certainly get the crowd going with the applause and cheers, don't you think? Of course! I will make you an outfit so dazzling that you may shine brighter than anyone else. I doubt you'll surpass my popularity. I'm second to none when it comes to beauty, after all. Oh, there they are. Alright, we're back. Of course not, Dulcinea. None shall claim greater beauty before you, who are incandescent as gold, even still. If this meeting is about to devolve into frivolity again, I will now take my leave. Yes, just as he had expected. La Mancha Land began teeming with human guests. Man, I don't know what. You have to be a brave person to walk into the fucking writer's room and say, I think we should make Don Quixote a vampire. The reason that the ads mess up the zoom is probably because I'm using a fuck ass aspect ratio, and it's like, I have to put it here, and then it just doesn't work. We approach the faded signpost in this twisted space. Welcome to La Mancha Land. 2 types of tickets and their prices are written underneath that logo. Looks like we'll have to purchase a ticket here to enter. Yeah. Some were none too happy about this decision, but they agreed to go with the all-day passes. We should be able to experience every attraction here as long as we have this ticket. Ooh. Oof. We walk past the entrance and into La Mancha Land. Which area should we visit first in order to escape this maze-like amusement park? Oh, so it says you'll gain an ego gift, but it's an actively negative one? That's really funny. We're good at Pride. Maybe we can visit the confessional again. We didn't do much there earlier. Oh, well. Oops. Really?
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
I cannot. I'm pressing escape. I'm pressing escape. It's not working. I think I have to. All right. Let's see. Where's the list of ego gifts? Oh, okay. That's like bad. that's really bad. Okay, but we can just skip all the story stuff.
저거 밖에서 쉔크 해결사
Gain 10 bleed. Holy.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고.
Ah, the target's better. That's fair. Yeah, and I would like to be able to actually use Magic Bullet Otis. Yeah. It's funny that they just let you like lose the dungeon for fun.
불길 속으로.
I'm losing every single clash. Finally. Jesus Christ. I wonder if she's gonna show up as a boss or an ally in the next chapter.
니네들 기분이 좋아 보인다. 재밌는 거라도 봤어?
Thank you, narrator Heathcliff. I will do as you say.
목을 내놓고 있도록. 예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say much about. We have done this like exact battle for several times throughout the game.
나서도록 할까?
Well, it doesn't matter where I throw it, because it's... actually, let's save that. Ah, Dad Quixote. That makes sense. What? Okay, I was wondering what was wrong. It's because my settings were messed up.
정화. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리. 소란이 줄었네요.
Yeah, it is very useful with Otis. It's the difference between getting a bunch of team hits, self hits, and not doing that.
대가리 딱 떼도.
Oh, we even lost the fucking coin I wanted to get bullets off of that one with. How annoying. Also, I think using fans as weapons, cool as hell. Love it. Every time it happens, cool as hell. Goes unbelievably hard. Okay. Okay, now they're both staggered. Okay, we got the first coin off. Wow, I cannot believe it that you did not kill there, Sinclair. How unbelievably sad. Alright, if we just hit this, the counter won't matter because it'll be dead by the time the attack is over.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
Okay, and then we hit 2 here. Perfect. It didn't do much damage. Oh, and my strat didn't even work to eat the counter because of the magic bullet. Awesome. Thanks, Otis. You've never done anything wrong. Yeah, I know Otis triggered it. Otis is very good at triggering the libs. She's also good at triggering her gun because she's using a gun and that has a trigger. Alright. I don't want to do the combat encounter. The confessional is very bad. Parade. Ego gifts are good. That actually... Oh, that's good. That's like a good one. Ow. It's fine. I'm sure we get healed soon. See a door to a giant containment chamber. Well, surely losing more HP won't be bad. Let's go gambling! I love gambling. Ow. Oh, let's go gambling! Let's go gambling! Does this say all units? Ah, okay. Okay, and so... Okay, so... Honestly, just taking out that whole bunch of damage was worth it. Right, time-wise at least. Oh, I forgot. I actually don't think I can finish... Oh, it's the hex nail thing. I actually realized I don't think I can finish the dungeon because the Wi-Fi shuts off at 1 a.m. Yeah, so I was like, we can finish this.
지금은 바빠요.
Oh, right, we're in a dungeon. I can actually... There.
완벽한 한발을 위해.
Yeah, so next... On Tuesday, we should be able to finish the dungeon. Oh, what the fuck? Was that the counter?
내가 찾은
Oh, right.
나만의 항해 방식.
Of course it's staggered. I've lost a bunch of HP from gambling.
으타! 먹어 치워라. 가슴 가장 깊은 곳까지 박히도록.
That wasn't a
이런
hug.
건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way this boss is gonna actually cause that much trouble. Right? There's literally no way. Oh, its target is fixed
제정신이랍니다.
on Heathcliff. Uh-oh, Heathcliff may die.
완벽한 한발을 위해.
It probably wasn't a good move, but we get healed soon anyway, so... Heads? Okay, Magic Bullet Otis is not doing great in this battle because I don't have that much burn to use with Dark Flame, and I don't, there's not much AoE. Heathcliff's back! He didn't die! Ah, okay, so I need to clash this with Sinclair. This is probably a good time to use that heal that is on this, I assume. Oh my god!
정화.
Oh, and you know it's a good one because we got all heads, baby.
조직에서 싸울 때도 두뇌파로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't the sin reset after the heal anyway? Ah,
내
okay.
가만히 향하는 곳은 언제나 같다. 필연 조금의 우연도 없이.
That did no damage. It did no damage. It's because he got put in the middle. Right, because some of the on Magic Bullet, some of them don't hit the primary target. What do we need? Orange? For... If we use this, we can get a whistle. For Otis.
정화.
일발 장전.
Yeah, and then we can put more fire on here. Or more burn on here for the Dark Flame. You know, just for fun. Oh my god, Faust, I've played the game before. That's fine. How much? 15? That is not that bad. I don't know if we can hit with... We can do 1, 2... Yeah, I can't... Okay. We could get more Magic Bullet, but also I feel like that I don't need it.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 거세.
Oh god, what is this? Wait, does this actually win? Oh my god. Red Eyes Ryoshu is so insanely crazy.
불길 속으로.
But since Red Eyes Ryoshu is just crazy, he just sits there with 1 billion HP and can clash anything.
홀려버려도 구해주지 않을 텐. 대가리 딱 떼고.
저 발긴다. 돌아하니요.
Like, even her skill 1 clashes well. And does okay damage.
거. 내 입에서 멍청하는 소리는 안 나오게 해라. 무차 잠들어.
And Heathcliff gets the kill! Abnormalities here? Huh, yeah, how come there's a Lobotomy Corp logo inside La Mancha Land? Perhaps. Now may not be the appropriate time, but for too much is still veiled in mysteries to utter with certitude. Oh, I tried to urge Yi Sang, who trailed off mid-explanation, to speak, but... Okay, let me know when you're more certain. I'm sure he has a good reason for not sharing his suspicions at the moment. I nodded. Okay then, let's get back on track and keep following Sancho. Abnormality or not, we still have a job to do. And then we can save. Yes, I know what a checkpoint is. This is Kanto 7. I can't believe Ryoshi's coming a furry for the next ID. Is she? I don't know. I don't know this. Hold on. Hold on, let's see. I want to see this. I actually don't know where to find it. Oh! Oh, that's messed up. Okay, save team. Yeah. Kenny Ellis, I apologize if you've just showed up, but I actually have to stop because my Wi-Fi shuts off at 1 a.m. So, I will be back on Tuesday. But yeah, should be... Why so? It's just because my parents have it just shuts off. It was a whole thing. I'm at home. Yeah, haha, Jonathan, you are psychically linked to my daughter. Yeah. I do got that Chinese Wi-Fi. It's just, yeah, I'll be back at school, on Tuesday, so I will be able to finish it no matter how late I start. I'm dedicated. I wanted to finish it this week, but finish the Kanto, I mean, this week, but it is, unfortunately, is not going to happen. But I'll have my whole stream set up back, and we'll be good. So, yeah. So I'll see everyone. Good night.